Good afternoon, y'all. I am back again to do the flip through for this journal that's been on my Etsy shop for a few days now. I think I posted it last Thursday in last Thursday's release of a bunch of different things, and I just haven't had time to do the flip through. This journal measures 8 inches by 5 inches, and it is a blank journal. It's just stuffed with ephemera. And there are 60 pages front and back. The cover is stitched all the way around. There's a layer here that's stitched on. It is bound with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and on the inside of the cover it is reinforced with this blue and white polka dotted ribbon. I did use some kits in this journal, or in the ephemera for this journal. I used tailor-made journals, Italian calligraphy cards. I used the blue background pages from Artymaze, and there are some cream and blue labels in here. Go lay down. There are some cream and blue labels in here that were freebies from Artymaze. I tied just a piece of ratty ribbon around, and I made it extra long so that whoever receives this journal, apparently my puppy's gonna act up, will have extra ribbon. There's also some extra ribbon tucked inside of this glassine bag that I decorated. That's just an add-on. It's a little bit too big to fit into the journal by about an inch and a quarter. I did some collaging, and here are the labels that I added. And in here, there's a painted doily. And then I painted this paper and made an ephemera holder. And I stitched around it, and there are 3 pockets in here for you to put some things. And then there are just little scrappy pieces of ribbon that I had left that I wanted to include so that whoever chooses to receive this journal had some stuff to play with. So she's just really stuffed. Everything is either clipped in or tucked in. I did put a few pockets in. There's a pocket here that I made collage. This is just a piece of scrappy paper I had left. This is a little coffee dyed notebook tied together. The pages are replaceable. Nothing is glued into this. You can cut this or untie it and add new papers. There is authentic ephemera in here. This is an altered paper clip. And if anybody watched my Italian and Blues desk set, I took the desk set apart and made this stuffed journal with it. There's a tag, some lined paper, some mini file folders throughout. Here is a piece of vintage Italian English dictionary paper, and I love the coloring. That is its natural patina. This flips out. Another dictionary page on this side, and another tag that I made. Now all these tags are stitched around. They all have grommets, and then I added the ribbon to them. Some graph paper. This sheet says a special note. It's another altered paper clip. And then another piece of authentic ephemera. Another notebook sheet. This is lightly hibiscus dyed paper, super, super light gray. Here's another painted doily that I just clipped here. I thought that might be pretty there. This does flip out. This is coffee dyed paper. Another Italian dictionary page, and some blue and white graph paper. And then on this side there is a vintage flashcard and another file folder. And my suggestion is to glue these file folders down and make a tuck, and then you have one side that flips out, and you can decorate this and you have a tuck spot or a pocket to put it in. Little folded up sheet here to make a pocket or tuck. Another one of the painted doilies. There's a scrappy notebook clipped here. I stitched these pages together. There's a ticket, some graph paper, some Artymaze paper, some painted paper, some coffee dyed paper, graph paper, some hibiscus dyed paper. And these are fun to use if you're wanting to collage. In here you can rip these papers apart and use them to collage with. I just clipped this together. This is vintage tracing paper. The pad that I have actually has a wooden back to it. I couldn't date it though. The original markings is gone. I made this envelope. Again, they are stitched all around. And in this envelope are 2 sets of tickets. There are 16 tickets in here. And these are authentic. Authentic Dollar Tree, but authentic. And then that tucks back under there. Back in here. Sorry if I seem a little short the last couple of videos. I have not been feeling good. Some more hibiscus dyed paper. This is vintage lined paper from a tablet. Love these images. This is the center of the signature. I tied it, I knotted it and then tied it in a bow and left it long so you can untie it, and there's enough length to add dangles, or you could clip it if you want because it is knotted. There's another note paper. This is a special note. Another altered paper clip. The calligraphy papers are just so pretty. The writing is so, so pretty on them. This was from the back of an address book. Blue and white print. This is a card from a deck of cards called the Everything Math Deck, and they are laminated. You can get the laminate off, but you have to sand them down pretty roughly, and sometimes you will lose the print. But I did put some cards in here that could be altered. That hibiscus dyed paper. Another piece of tracing paper on this side, folded up. And another envelope. And in this envelope, there's just some graph paper. And then these are some pieces of napkin that just coordinate, the colors coordinate with the kit. So you get 2 of these in this envelope, and I wrapped them in the graph paper just to protect them, to keep them from getting ripped up. So that all goes back in that envelope. On this side, another little scrappy notebook, stitched at the top, the ticket, some papers, some digital papers, and some vintage book page, graph paper, and some of that lightly hibiscus dyed paper. graph paper, the other side of that doily. This is another authentic card. This is a card from the Boaters Knot Tying game. This is called a granny knot, and I thought it fit in well with this journal. Here's another tag that I made, backed with coffee dyed paper. Another tag. Pretty blue and white paper. This is the other side of that vintage paper that is folded up. Another tag here. Look how pretty. Lightly coffee dyed paper. Another label altered paper clip. This also flips out. A little journaling card here. And another piece of Italian dictionary, Italian English dictionary page. On this side, oh, another math card. Take this paper clip off. This is just a piece of coffee dyed paper that I folded up, and another note paper. Here is another mini file folder. Again, would be super cute. Glued in where you could flip it out. And then here's a piece of the lightly dyed hibiscus paper. And flip that over, and here is a, I'm calling it a bookmark. That's what I would use this for. It is not blank on either side. This page also flips out, and there's another dictionary page in here. Like I said, all of this stuff is just clipped in. Most of it can just be moved around. There's another tag. Another dictionary page. And another little file folder. This one has the hibiscus dyed paper inside. And then I did glue one of the cards that I made on to make a tuck spot here for this glassine bag that I decorated with some collage. And in this bag, there is another vintage flash card. And then it's just blank on the back. And so that is this project. You can find it over in my Etsy shop. It is for sale, and it does include the larger glassine bag with little stuff in there. And I'm sure I'll throw a few little bits and pieces in as well. Probably some more cards. I know I have some more blue and white cards somewhere. Just plain cards, but with the blue and white backs. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good rest of the day. And here's to me feeling better tomorrow. Oh, and tomorrow I had a viewer request, a subscriber request. They want to see a video on how I made the extra large paper clips, altered paper clips that I made with the Tailor Made Journals fairy tale digitals. So I am going to try to do that video tomorrow, as long as life doesn't hit me sideways again. Earlier this week, life was just happening a lot. So I'm going to try to do an altered paperclip video tomorrow and get that posted for her. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.